Luke 23, verse 27. And there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him. But Yahushua turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kaha Kwadash. Yahweh being the name of the Father who the world everybody calls God. Yahweh, meaning he exists. Bahashem in the name, Yahushai, who the world everybody calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning he is salvation. Bahashem in the name, Rakaha Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach one of Ruwal who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth of risk of the online through the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim, listen and learn in sincerity and the truth and the silence, Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathim meaning sisters, Shalom meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto with another lesson. All right, we'll get right into it. You see the headlines here. All right, first, bird stew deletion in the U.S. reported in Louisiana 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Yeah, so this is new news 2 hours ago. Right, bird stew deletion, human deletion in the U.S. Right. A Louisiana man who had the first severe human case of bird stew chicken, right, in the U.S. has deleted. The Louisiana Department of Health reported Monday as concerns of a chicken stew emic continue to increase, right? We know, Isa, the mad scientist, right? Listen, all hell gonna break loose out here, man. Multiple fronts, potty crisis, multiple fronts. Right, this is no joke thing, man. You know what I mean? Right, a lot of death is gonna take place. You 2/3 Israelites out there, man. A lot of death. You 2/3 Israelites out here on some laugh and festive. Yeah, some of y'all may be down, a little depressed because shit ain't popping. The economy's garbage. But for the most part, Jake's in a frivolous party spirit, right? Right, a frivolous party spirit, man. Out here on some get rich or die trying chase that bag shit, right? Instead of getting right with your creator. Matter of fact, let's go there real quick. We'll come back to this. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, right? You Israelites, man, because this message is not for everybody. Israelites, Israel being a people before it's a place. You so-called indigenous, you so-called Latino, you so-called Negro, and speckled bird. Remember your creator, who is who? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. While the evil days come not, right? Before all hell breaks loose. Evil meaning bad times. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, right? Before you're in a predicament where you're like, man, just take me out, because it's going to get bad. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, right? The sun, the light, the moon being this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding, right? Be not darkened, meaning what? Taken away. The Lord is about to draw back his word, the access to his word, Right now you have access via these videos, these video epistles, the highways, the hedges, the men of the Lord speaking the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, giving warning, right? Because this is not us. We're just vessels. This is the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right, this is not us. Let's get that real quick. Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman, right? Who are the watchmen? The prophets, the men of the Lord, the 144, Lord willing, we have that number, right? There's the 144 who are the prophets. Then there's the 1/3, the body of the believers, the body of believers that helps within the house of Israel, the men, the women, the children, right? But the 144 is the governing bodies, the prophets. They are the watchmen unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me, right? So these words, this warning, is a direct warning from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Where were we? We were in Luke. Right? A lot is going on. Right? It's going to get worse out here. It's going to get bad, man. Death angels are going to get sanctioned. The green light to slay Jake. Luke 23. And these rumors of pestilence, it's no joke thing, man. And it looks like they're following the same model. There's news out today. Fresh news today that schools in China have been closed down. Look it up. Luke 23:27. And there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him. Right. This is during the time of the crucifixion of our Lord. There's a great company of people, women, and they were crying. But Yahushua turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Yahushua said, hey, don't cry for me. Cry for yourselves and your kids, right? And the Lord was speaking in the spirit. The Lord was prophesying about 70 AD. All right, but the time that is coming is going to be worse than 70 AD. Right? Jacob's trouble. Right? We are in the beginning of sorrows. Right? This message applies to today. You women out here, weep for your children and yourselves. Right? And we know from historical accounts, 70 AD was so bad that our people ate each other. Cannibalism took place amongst Israelites during the siege of Jerusalem, when Titus of the Flavian dynasty ran up in Jerusalem, cast a trench, surrounded Jerusalem, locked it up, a siege, kind of like what you see in the news taking place over there in the Gaza, right, and starved out the Israelites, right? The Jacob's trouble is going to be worse than that. Verse 29, for behold, red letter, once again, this is our Lord speaking. For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear and the paps which never gave suck, right? The days are coming, the Lord speaking about 70 AD, where it's going to be considered a blessing that you didn't have children. Right? The time of Jacob's trouble is going to be a blessing. You're going to be considered a blessing. You don't have children. Unless you're of the elect. Listen, children will be, women and children go first when society breaks down, man. Right? Famines and great death is coming to this place. America the Great, Babylon the Great. You Israelites. Right? The men of the Lord are just blowing the trumpets, man. Washing the blood off our hands. Verse 30, then shall they begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. Right? You're looking to hide. For if they do these things in a green tree, right? Green tree being symbolic of Yahushai, what shall be done in the dry tree being symbolic of the Israelites, right? They persecuted and crucified our Lord, Yahweh Shai. Right? What do you think is going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble? Ezekiel 9. Verse 3. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, an angel, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. Right? The Lord calling the angel who had the writer's inkhorn. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, to the angel, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem being a city, Asalak, being a people before it's a place, right? It's talking about the Israelites. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? Set a mark on the elect, because the elect that's sighing and crying. It's the elect that's done with this wicked, degenerate place, right? Only 2/3 want to forward and continue in this kingdom. The elect are sighing and crying of the abominations. The elect can't stand this skittle kids bullshit, man. The indoctrination of our children, of skittle kids philosophy. And it's okay if you feel this way on the inside, all that kind of bullshit. The elect is sighing and crying about this place. 2/3 want to stay here, man. 2/3 want to build. 2/3 want to retire. 2/3 want to chase that bag. 2/3 want to live fat, live large. But they forget their power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? So the elect are going to have that mark, a spiritual mark, the mark of exemption, the Tawah. Right? This word mark is Tawah, a spiritual mark, a mark of exemption. Right? The angels are going to see who's the elect. Verse 5, and to the others he said in my hearing, the other angels, the death angels, go ye after him through the city, through the Israelites, Israel being a people before it's a place, and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Right? No pity on 2/3. These death angels are getting the green light. No pity. Slay utterly old and young. And listen, 2025 has started off with a bang. A lot of deletions. And there's going to be more. Right? These death angels are when they're given the green light, we're reading it. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. You see that? Slay utterly old and young. No partiality of age. These angels aren't going to care if you're a hoary head. Both maids and little children, right? Women and children. Children on breasts. Children eating formula milk. Children with gums and no teeth. Along with their mothers. And woman, it says woman twice. You see that? But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, right? The Tawah. Right? Lord will, we are of that number, man. It's going to get bad out here. And begin at my sanctuary, those that know they're Israelites, right? Begin at my sanctuary. And there's a lot of bugged out Israelites out here right now. There's bugged out Israelites that are claiming to be teachers, doing bugged out shit, burning American flags, right? Rocking military boots with t-shirt fringes, right? In a time when Esau is looking for anything to blame the ministry, right? And begin at my sanctuary, right? Those that know they're Israelites. Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house. The ancient men, those that know they're Israelites, man. Sanctuary being Israelites. Ancient men being those that know they're Israelites. Right? This is the green light being given to the death angels. Right? Mass death is coming to this place. So with that, all praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teach and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.